I'm Lieutenant Mike Gomez from the Sheriff's Homicide Bureau. We're here today to ask for the public's help regarding the 2021 unsolved murder of 32-year-old Dante Lee Johnson. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge several people with us here today. We have Dante's mother, Miss Movita Johnson Harrell, Captain Andrew Meyer, the captain of the Homicide Bureau, and Captain Terrence Bell, the commander of Compton Sheriff Station. I would like to start off by thanking Supervisor Holly Mitchell from the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors for the approval of the $20,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of persons responsible for the murder of Dante Lee Johnson. On March 5th, 2021, at approximately 2:09 p.m., Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies from Compton Station responded to an assault with a deadly weapon gunshot victim call at 609 North Long Beach Boulevard in Compton. Upon arrival, deputies observed Dante Lee Johnson on the ground, suffering from an apparent gunshot wound to the upper torso. Compton City Fire Department arrived on scene and began medical treatment on Dante. Dante, unfortunately, succumbed to his wounds and injuries and was pronounced deceased. During the investigation, homicide investigators learned that Dante, a resident of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was visiting friends for a social gathering in the city of Compton. While at the location, Dante and his friends were encountered by an armed suspect who produced a handgun and began firing in their direction. Dante was fatally struck with gunfire at the time, and additional gunshot victims were identified later in the investigation. After the shooting, the suspect entered the rear passenger seat of an awaiting silver Chrysler PT Cruiser, like the one depicted behind me here on the flyer. The PT Cruiser drove west on Elm Street from Long Beach Boulevard and out of view. Investigators reviewed video surveillance of the incident and learned the silver PT Cruiser was missing two front hubcaps, contained oxidation on the roof, and had a sticker on the lower left corner of the rear window. Investigators believe the shooting was gang-related and Dante was the innocent victim of this senseless act of violence. Los Angeles Sheriff's Department homicide investigators believe there are witnesses in the area who may have seen the suspects or know the suspects' identities. Anyone with information is urged to contact LASD Homicide Bureau or Crime Stoppers. The number for Homicide Bureau is 323-890-5500. And if you wish to remain anonymous, the Crime Stoppers number is 1-800-222-8477. I would like to now introduce Dante's mother, Miss Movita Johnson, who would like to share some words about her son.
Good afternoon. First, we would like to thank, I'm here with my husband, Yancey Harrell. I would like to thank the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department for constantly staying in contact with me and my family, keeping us up on any information that they have, and inviting us to be here today for this press conference. Dante is my second son to be murdered. My 18-year-old son, Charles Johnson, was killed in a case of mistaken identity on January 13, 2011. And since then, my 30-year-old Dante was actually 30 years old, but he has stood in the gap, not only for his brother, but for other black men. My son Dante has spoken in front of the House of Representatives and in front of the Senate as being an endangered species. My son was a good man. He was a loyal son and a devoted father to a 9-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. In fact, right before he was shot, he was sitting in the backseat of the car FaceTiming with his daughter and got out of the car to engage friends. My son came down the steps on March 4th, 2021, kissed me on my left cheek 5 times, looked me in my eyes and said, "Mom, I love you. I'll see you later." And the next time my son came home, it was in a box. I'm begging for the community's help right now. Me and my family have been on the front line of the gun violence issue since Charles was murdered in 2011. We've saved more young people than we can count. We've fed more families than we can count. We've buried more children than we can count. Right now, we need your help. There was a lot of people out there. Somebody saw something. No piece of information is too small. No piece of information is too big. Whatever it is, please call the detectives and share that information. Because if my family deserves nothing else, we deserve justice. Not only do we deserve justice, we deserve for your neighborhoods not to be terrorized by this person who killed my son because they could possibly kill again. It's our responsibility as a community to take care of our communities. And right now, I'm asking for your help, for my family and for our communities. Again, I want to thank the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department just for being so kind and so caring and for including us every step of the way. But the police can't do it themselves. There is a $20,000 reward. You do not have to be identified. It can be anonymous. Please help us. Thank you.
Is there any questions?
When he was in the group, were the suspects targeting someone else?
There was a group of people there that day, a group of his friends that were congregating in that plaza when the suspect approached, and then subsequently the shooting occurred, and he started shooting towards Dante and some of the other individuals that were in the parking lot that evening. Any other questions? Once again, we're asking the public's help and assistance, and we hope the people will have the courage to come forward to help investigators identify the persons responsible for this senseless act of violence and bring some semblance of closure to the family. Thank you.